Hi guys, it is Mr. Fed. Welcome back to the channel. I am back in the man cave with another taste test review, and today we are going to be looking at Sainsburys House Shiraz. I'm not going to lie, this is a wine that I have had before, but this wine taught me a very valuable lesson. No, I didn't, have too much of it and fall over in the gutter somewhere, but it taught me that perhaps I was a bit of a wine snob. I know I needed to rein it in and also admit to my wife when she was right and I was wrong. This is a wine that she picked up a long time ago, really. And she brought it home, and I had a look at it, and I sort of snooted round the box a little bit and saw it was a Sainsbury's House. So that we were already off to a bad start, because I'm a Wolf Bass man, if I'm going to be honest with myself. I had a look at the ABV content. The alcohol by volume content is 11%. So that's a little bit low for me in my red wine. I like my ABV content to be at least 12.5, but preferably 13. Wolf Bass sits at a nice 13.5 to 14. So I sort of turned my nose up at it, didn't I? I was like, oh, why did you buy this horrible cheap wine? We're not going to drink it. It's going to be awful, isn't it? She stood by it. She said, actually, Sainsbury's House is really good. This was a couple of months ago now. And let's just cut to the chase. I mean, she was absolutely right. This is why I want to bring it to the channel, because if you've ever passed this Sainsbury's House in the shops and you've kind of turned your nose up at it like, I did the first time, you need to give it a go, because it's actually a really pleasant and really drinkable wine. And I've never had a headache off it either. Me and my missus will sit there and watch a movie and quaff this whole box, but I'll wake up feeling fresh as a daisy. So with that being said, let's try and get this box open. Now I might cut or edit this bit out, because sometimes it can take me a while to open boxes of wine. The reason why we are drinking boxes now and not bottles is because we're very lucky in our local authority. We still have glass collection. So we have glass collection once a week. And we were just getting a little bit horrified by how many actual glass bottles were in our glass bottle bin. Because, anyone who walks past it, when you sort of leave it out, don't they? They all sort of come and have a snoot around in your bottle bin to see what you're drinking, what your flavour of the month is, and probably form their own kind of preconceived ideas of what sort of house or chaotic household that you're actually running. I mean, our bottle bin was getting so full, you couldn't fit any more bottles in it, so we were having to do a tip run anyway. So anyway, that being said, I did manage to get this open, so let's give ourselves a good pour. Nothing like the sound of wine coming out of the box, is there? So we've given ourselves a nice big splodge of that wine. Now, I'm not the sort of guy that will sit there and hold it up and sniff it and see what my lines are. I mean, it's not a high ABV content. You can tell, I mean, you're not getting any lines down there, it's quite a thin kind of watery wine. I mean, it looks and appears to be a wine that I would initially not be able to stand. I'll be tipping it down the sink, but when I took a sip, I was actually very pleasantly surprised. Let's have a go. Yes, it is low on the ABV content, but it is really fruity and well, I can't say like massively fruit, because I'm not a massive fruit. I'm more of a peppery kind of guy, but I think for a house Shiraz, and for as cheap as this is, I think we paid what, 15 quid, and you get 3 bottles of wine in there. So it's like £5 a bottle. I mean, where are you going to find £5 a bottle, wine that's going to be as sort of drinkable as this? So my answer to that is you're probably not going to find a bottle of wine for £5 as drinkable as this anywhere you go. So I sort of had my first sip with it, with my missus, and so the sort of conversation went a little bit like this. So she sort of looked at me and she said, "So, what do you think of the Sainsbury's House, Mike?" I was like, kind of, it's all right. It's actually really good. So I have learned to rein in the wine snobbery somewhat, and this is something that we actually buy quite a lot of, really. It's kind of our go-to drink. We're both red wine drinkers. We're not white wine drinkers. If you are ever in Sainsbury's and you pass the Sainsburys House Shiraz, give it a go. Give it a go. It might not be so appropriate for sort of your best friends coming around for a dinner party or anything like that. But if you're just sitting at home with your significant other and you're just watching, trash TV or some sort of movie, and you're having a popcorn night, this absolutely serves the purpose. So I will apologise profusely to the missus. I did get this one wrong. She got it right. I've learned to rein in my wine snobbery. It's actually a very, very drinkable wine. It's really, really delicious, even though the ABV content is a little bit low. I've learned that maybe sometimes that just isn't a bad thing. So I would recommend this. It gets Mr. Fed seal approval. It's Sainsbury's House Shiraz. Thanks for watching, guys. I will see you in the next one.